Welcome viewers to another episode of Pikmin 2. Another bonus episode, rather. We got a lot of treasure in the last one or two episodes, so I'm just gonna read up on them now. I just realized I completely forgot to put something in my latest expedition report. When carrying fallen creatures or pellets, Pikmin will take them to the onion of their same color. If it's a mixed crew of Pikmin, carry... Oh my goodness. I'm like assuming what he's gonna say. That's my problem right now. If a mixed crew of Pikmin are carrying spoils, the color majority dictates the destination. Carrying pellets to same colored onions to maximize Pikmin seed production. Oh, carry pellets. Yeah, so majority decides where it goes, and if the majority happens to be purple or white, who don't have onions, I'm still not sure if it's randomly... No, it's randomly decided which onion it goes to. If purple or white Pikmin are carrying it. This must be the fossilized remains of an enormous land-dwelling creature. I was unable to piece together the entire beast, but it certainly had a massive head. It's obviously quite different from the Pikmin and other creatures I've encountered. Perhaps it's an extinct creature that couldn't adapt to the changes in its environment. Fun fact, every single creature we come across in the Pikmin series, none of them are mammals. There's just no mammals. They're all like amphibians, reptiles, birds, and insects. I think there's one exception. I think there's one single exception to this rule in Pikmin 3, but yeah. This fossil was dug up deep underneath the awakening wood. Given its shape and morphology, I suspect that it's some kind of prehistoric sea creature. If so, it's feasible to say that this whole region was once situated on the ocean floor. Fantastic. At first glance, this may look like just a pebble, but it's actually a crystallized life form. Okay, so I don't have any proof, but it's still an exciting scientific discovery. He's got quite the imagination, huh? My son tells me that this type of figurine is all the rage with the kids. What? The strangest things amuse kids. When I was a kid, we were lucky if we were allowed to even talk about figurines. P.S. When I found this figurine, it had been placed so that it was protected by a wall of flame. My research isn't complete, but I think it may have been a shrine of some kind. That's kind of creepy. I can't quite explain why. Because it implies intelligent life, that's why. But like intelligent life that's tiny. I don't know, it's just weird. Detailed analysis has revealed that this artifact is extremely ancient. It's obviously an important archaeological discovery, but the salesman in me is more interested in its monetary value. Maybe I'll get the best of both worlds by selling it to a museum. Yeah, get the best of both worlds, Almar. Decorative goo. With the assistance of the blue Pikmin, we found a canister of paint today. I used it to give the ship a fresh coat of paint. But did it thank me? No. As a space pilot, I've always treated my ship like a trusted companion, even if it is a smart aleck. Yet that snobbish ship has the gall to complain about the color. There's no pleasing it. Ah, forget this. I'm going to bed. You should have used a pink paint. Eternal Emerald Eye. I've lived for decades, and yet there are still mysteries that are beyond my comprehension. For example, why are some women so crazy about things that sparkle? Careful, Olimar. That's one enigma I'll never truly unravel. I mean, sparkling stuff are nice. When I look at sapphires, I remember the time long ago when I would buy my wife jewelry. I'd buy her jewels every time she cried, which turned out to be all the time. It was tough with my meager salary. It's so funny. Olimar's a simple man. He sees his wife crying, he just throws jewelry at her. Lately, it seems that my daughter has been admiring my wife's ring. He's really driving home the whole, woman love jewelry thing. For now, she's satisfied with her cheap toy ring, but when she gets bigger, I love watching her grow up, but it also makes me fearful for my wallet. Funny thing is, my parents always told me that I was way more expensive than my sister when it came to like buying gifts for birthdays and stuff, because I would always want video games, right? And that's like $60. Not that jewelry isn't more expensive, but... Anyway. Here's a transformer. I found this marvelous alloy in a hole swarming with bulb orbs. On that adventure, I even clashed with an Emperor Balblax. In honor of my triumph over that appallingly obese beast, I named the hole the Balblax Kingdom. Not the first time you triumphed over it, Olimar. Not the first time. And there he is. We'll read him last. Right now we've got the orange bulb orb. The light sleeper. This bulb orb species boasts a garish color pattern with deep orange body and black spots. The orange bulb orb's yellow, bloodshot eyes make it clear that this grub dog is excessively edgy and high-strung, making it much easier to wake from deep sleep than other species in the bulb orb family. Yeah, for that reason alone, they're probably the most dangerous of the bulb orbs that we've met so far. Just as dwarf red bulb orbs mimic the appearance of red bulb orbs, it was theorized that an orange bulb orb mimicking variant must also exist. Recent fieldwork has confirmed this theory. Cool. The withering blowhog, Sus decrepitia. Okay. The withering blowhog is a close relative of the puffy blowhog, but its breath is significantly weaker. However, its breath does contain a petal-withering plant hormone that causes flowers to instantly lose their petals. Although its breath has not been studied in detail, analysis of the chemical compounds involved hold great promise for the biotechnology sector. Fascinating. By the way, if you press Z, you can freeze the enemies just to see what they look like if you use the bitter spray on them. So I found that kind of funny. Here we have the iridescent glint beetle. This variety of beetle consumes subterranean minerals. Due to the fact that it rarely emerges above ground, sightings of this particular species are extremely rare. While minerals are this beast's primary source of food, this beetle itself does not have the ability to digest these minerals. Instead, metabacteria living inside the beetle's stomach chemically break down the minerals. The resulting purified metal is discharged, but rare metals such as gold and platinum crystallized onto the iridescent glint beetle's shell, resulting in the beautiful laminated shimmer. Olimar, you have a problem with run-on sentences. I'm not crazy, right? That's a really long sentence. Maybe I should stop to take a breath when there's an actual period. I think that would help. Wollywog. Oh, it's just called Wollywog? Amphicarus albino. I guess these were in the Forest Naval back in the first game, because that was underground too. It is believed that juvenile Wollywogs were once carried by underground current into caverns, where they thrived in the dark habitat. I feel like a word's missing here. Were once carried by underground current into caverns. Currents? Is that more grammatically correct, or am I wrong? This troglodytic species of Wollywog's coloration results from generations of cave dwelling and lack of sunlight. Comparative differences between the size and shape of this Wollywog and other species are thought to be the result of natural selection at work, choosing traits better suited to life in a subterranean environment. Troglodytic. Jesus. Literally, what child is going to know what that word means? I kind of love it. This game is for everyone, alright? Wogpole. I have to remember this. It's a wogpole, not a polywog. The Wollywog spawns in early spring, laying its eggs on low-hanging tree branches and shrubs growing in or near lakes and ponds. Such unorthodox amphibious behavior is the defense mechanism it flopped around. Wow. Protecting the eggs from predation by blue Pikmin and water dumples. So that's cool. I guess the blue Pikmin harvest would bring the eggs to their onion. The Wollywog's wild hopping near the shoreline in early spring is thought to be a method of driving predators away from the wogpole eggs. Well, that makes sense. So they're only crushing us to protect their children. That's nice. Alright, we're gonna finish off this bonus video here. Wait, let me throw some carrots so it wakes up. We'll actually be able to see this thing in action, since I killed it so fast. Let's see, Dude, come on, eat the carrots. What are you doing? Do you not like carrots? There he goes! And there's no limit to how many Pikmin that tongue can devour. It could devour all 100 if it so wants. Oculus Supremus. The largest member of the grubdog family is normally found buried in the ground, with only the stalks of its eyes exposed. This camouflage allows the predator to surprise smaller creatures and use its long, adhesive tongue to capture prey. The thick hide and angular hump give the organism a distinct rock-like quality. During the rainy season, moss grows freely on its hump, making it nearly impossible to distinguish this lethal predator from a stone. Oh, and there he goes, back in the ground. God, those eyes are scary. Well then, thank you guys for watching. If you did watch, I don't know how popular these videos are going to be compared to the actual ones, but either way, I will see you guys next time.